Amaris here. What happens to wildlife when they're hurt or injured or sick? Little joeys, for instance, that are in that situation, where do they go? What's a safe place for them? Maggie Van Santen has set up Amaris Wildlife Sanctuary here. I'd like to invite you to meet Maggie today, but she would like you to meet a very special resident at Amaris, and her name is Jaffa.
So at the moment I'm in the process, I have actually written a book. So we've got a little joey here and her name is Jaffa, and the book is called My Name is Jaffa. And I just started on Facebook, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago, doing like conversations with her. She had buddies and they both died, and so her and I have a special connection because I spent a lot of time with her as she adjusted to not having buddies and then getting readjusted to having others. And an illustrator in Darwin, she'd been following me for a while, and she said, why don't we do a book? And so I've written the book and she's done all the illustrations, original watercolour. And it's almost ready to go to the printers. I used to be an owner of a 5-star bed and breakfast in Albany. And one day I thought, gee, it'd be really nice to have a joey for all our international guests. So I became one of the horror stories in the wildlife world and became a member of the public with a joey. And after I had her name was Sammy Jo, and after I had her for maybe about 4 months, then I got in touch with a mentor, and it's gone on since then. Once they worm their way into your heart, that's about it. They get brought to me, but also just part of the wider wildlife care network. And it's like, I've got a joey needs a carer. Does anybody have room? So 3 of these have actually come from Esperance, and the other one was found just up the road. So I know who its mother was. The mother was raised by a lovely neighbour up the street. She used to raise kangaroos, and she raised these 2, and one was killed in a car accident and the other one disappeared, and apparently she's now part of my mob. Majority of them are motor vehicle accidents, where mum gets killed and people rescue the babies. Often, like one of them was a hit and run, and somebody a couple of hours later found the joey in mum's pouch, and it already started to be attacked by the crows. They can stay alive in mum's pouch for up to 3 days. But can you imagine, they're in mum's pouch, no food, no water, there's, ants crawling everywhere, and when they come in, they're full of fleas and lice, and so that's the cruel part. It doesn't take long to stop and make a phone call. It's just bringing them up, being their surrogate mum until such times as they're old enough to go off into the bush. I've got 2 here at the moment, Ellie and Elsie, which came in this side, well, smaller than this, but last year. And they come and go as they please, but they're here every morning. Well, they weren't this morning, but most mornings they're here to have a bottle, and off they go. And also at the moment it's mating season, so my role is to try and keep the girls as safe as possible. The success rate, the survival rate, I should say, of joeys to their first birthday is only 24%. And the girls at the moment at night, sort of around about 4 or 5 o'clock, they're lining up in front of the gate wanting to go in. And they know once they're in, they can't leave till the next morning, but they're actually lining up with their babies, and then I'll go in there and all the mums are relaxed and all the babies are just playing together. And mum knows that the babies are safe. Just to know that, we can set them free. To know that they can go back out there and live the life that they're supposed to. It's not about having pets, it's not about, it's nice, cute, cuddly and all the rest of it, but that's not the ultimate aim, is to get them back out into the bush. I guess it's just a calling. I can't not do it, put it that way.